Hello and welcome to Flossmas Day 11 here on Making Things with String. My name is Kate. How's everybody doing today? I hope you had a lovely Saturday. That's what today was for me. Yeah, welcome to my Flossmas videos. So today I'm going to do my typical opening up of advents and countdowns and my countdown sal stitching and my turtle update as per usual. And then I think what I'm going to do is quickly go through my cross stitch works in progress. So yesterday I went through my cross stitch fabric stash, and today I'm going to go through my current works in progress. Hopefully tomorrow I will go through my stash of cross stitch patterns that I would like to stitch eventually, and that should put us sort of up to date with my current status for cross stitching, and then I can do my yarn stash, yarn projects I would like to knit after that. So yes, let's get started with my Vista Fade Advent Calendar for the day. Hopefully you're seeing some footage of me opening that up and having a look at today's beautiful skein of yarn. So this colorway is called Narrows, and as you can see, it's keeping that sort of pink thread that's been going, but is shifting to like some deeper, almost purples and blues, and it's really an interesting colorway for sure. Yeah, so that was my Vista Fade Advent Calendar by Hue Loco. The next thing that I have is our beer advent calendar. So today we opened up a Crafty Jack English Brown Ale by Boxing Rock Brewing Company. So here it is. This is actually a beer that I have had before. Boxing Rock is, I believe, in Shelburne, Nova Scotia, yes. And this is one of my favorite local breweries. So I haven't had this particular one very much. I don't think that they make it all year round, and I don't see it very often in the local stores, but I have definitely had it before. And yes, it was very good. A lovely, really sort of quite dark brown ale. Very yummy. All right, the final holiday daily thing is my holiday countdown sal by Modern Folk Embroidery, Evertote, and Roxy Floss Co. So today I added in a sort of yellow color, a bright yellow, DMC 728. And interestingly, today was the first time that we are reusing a thread from a previous day. So not only did I add in this yellow, but we also added in some more of the floss from day one here. So that's looking pretty cool. I've got it here with me as well. There it is. And yeah, this is how it's coming along. So we added some of this yellow up in here, a little bit down on the birds, and then a little bit down on the very bottom band as well, and some deep green leaves too on the bottom. So there we go. Amazing. I can't wait for tomorrow. Today was a lot of stitching. It felt like it took a long time, but I did get it done. Luckily, because it was a pretty cozy, lazy Saturday. Neil and I did go Christmas shopping for a little bit during the day. And we also went to Home Depot again, where we got some samples of some paint to try out, where Neil is sort of redoing and gutting the bathroom, our little half bath in the basement. So yes, you probably saw a little video clip of the two different greens that we're considering. I'm kind of liking the one that's on the wall to the right of the toilet. The other one seems like it's very, very bright, and it would be probably too bright for all four walls in the room. So but yeah, I do think Neil kind of likes the brightness of that one, so we'll see how that goes. Undecided yet. Great. So last little update is my turtle. So this is my geometric turtle pattern by Rudakuna, and yeah, it's looking pretty good for today. I managed to do 4 entire sections, and one of the sections was this ginormous section near the center that yeah, it just like was sort of a beast. I had it halfway or a third of the way done yesterday, which you may have seen in the update yesterday. There's a mirrored one of those on the other side, as is the case for this pattern. So you can see this is the one I was referring to. There's this over here. So I think tomorrow I might just tackle that other huge one. Just, you know, get it started and hopefully finish it off, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm still doing great, because I needed to do, in case you missed it, I needed to complete at least 2.7 sections filling in each day in order to get this done in time for Christmas. So I've been ahead of that every day so far since I made that calculation. So the turtle is looking pretty good, and I'm excited because I think, you know, I've been kind of looking forward to starting something else Christmassy before the Christmas season is over, but I was worried that I wasn't going to have time to do that because I was going to be stitching this turtle the whole time. So I'm gonna probably be able to start something else. Maybe once I go through all the patterns that I currently have tomorrow, I'll be able to sort of pick something that I want to do. All right, so now let's go over my current WIPs. So this is sort of a WIP parade because I've shown you the 2 things that I'm currently working on daily, and now I'm gonna show you all the rest of my WIPs. It's not going to take super long because I don't have very many WIPs, but this is all of them. So, you know, get ready, buckle in. All right, so the first project that I will show is my full coverage Heaven and Earth design piece. This piece is called Needs No Paint, and the art is by Jill Clare. I should be able to toss a little image here of what that finished piece will look like. And here is a quick gander at where I am currently. This is one of my favorite pieces that I have, and I really want to finish it. I was for a long time working on it daily, but since the turtle urgency became dire, I haven't been working on it very much. So hopefully I'll get back to working on this on a regular basis once the turtle is done. But isn't it beautiful? I love this. It's sort of like a watercolor style painting, and that is coming out looking really cool. Love this piece. And as we will see, I do have some other full coverage Heaven and Earth design patterns that I've purchased, and I think I'm going to make myself finish this one before I get to start another one. I think. We'll see. There are some other ones that I would really like to start, but for now, let's go with that because I should finish this. I should finish it, and then I will have it, and it will be a beautiful thing that I have. Okay. So that's that. All right, this is another cute little WIP that I have. This is a Stranger Things parody that was designed by my friend Lisa. And her Etsy shop is called Backstitch Optional, I believe is the name of it. So yeah, I'm gonna post a picture of the completed pattern. If you don't want Stranger Things spoilers, I would sort of look away while that's up. But yes, here's what the whole pattern will look like when it's done. And here is what I have stitched so far. This is actually a little bit more than what I have shown you previously. Last time that I showed this, I think I just had Hopper, but now I am almost all the way done. The second character, whose name I'm blanking on right now, Joan, I believe. Anyway, it's late, but I'm almost done her as well. So this is just something I had hoped to kind of do one of these every day, but again, I just like needed to finish that turtle, so I just kind of dropped everything else. But we'll probably pick this back up soon as well. Very cute. So this is another oldie that I haven't shown in a while. I think maybe only on my first video, but I was talking about it yesterday when I was talking about my black fabric. So I apologize if you can see cat hairs on this. It's because there are cat hairs on it. But this is my Twilight Imperium board game Nebula tile. And this is how much I've got done on that. So if you know the Twilight Imperium board game, you'll probably recognize that this is a tile from that game. This is sort of the corner of it. Anyways, don't quite know exactly how much of it is left. This is maybe a sixth complete. And it's been fun to stitch, but I haven't picked it up in quite a while. Partially because of the black Ada and how I don't really like stitching on black Ada, but I do want these to be finished eventually, so I'm sure I'll pick it back up. And that is my Nebula. All right, next up is what I am calling my beach triptych. So this is another one that you haven't seen in quite some time and that I kind of put away once the summer faded a bit. These patterns are from a Cross Stitcher magazine booklet that I got, and so two of the panels are complete. This cute little lighthouse and this cute little text panel. It says, "I lost my heart to the sea," with some cool back stitching. And then this last panel is going to be sort of an image of like a harbor in a little fishing village. And it's very cute and I can't wait to finish it. I probably will just be picking it back up once the weather starts to get nicer again, so maybe in the springtime. But yes, that is my beach triptych. So this one is quite wrinkly, but it is sort of definitely a last but not least kind of situation. So this here is my Two Quaker Sisters sampler by Modern Folk Embroidery. And this is on a lovely piece of hand-dyed fabric from Evertote. I believe it's called Under the Shade, I believe. And the floss is by Leo and Roxy as well. And yeah, I mean, I'm more than halfway done this. I started it for Sampler September this year and just wanted to see how far I could get. And I made it pretty far through this first of two samplers that come in the pattern. But my idea for now is just to do one of those. But yeah, this is how far I have gotten. It says, "For I am thine and thou art mine." And I can't wait to get back to this and finish it. It's an awesome piece and really fun to stitch. So that was my last work in progress, but I thought I would give two sort of little fabric updates. First of all, this is quite a large piece of fabric. I do have one more sampler this size that I would like to put on this piece of fabric, but I probably will have some leftover fabric that I could use to stitch something else once that's done. So that's kind of an extra piece of stash in my fabric stash that I didn't consider yesterday. And I also remembered that I also have some perforated paper in my stash. So I have 2 pieces of perforated paper. If you've never seen perforated paper before, let me pull this out a little bit. It is paper with holes in it, just like cross stitch fabric, and so you can stitch on this paper. I see a lot of people do like ornaments and things like that and with perforated paper. So yeah, that's definitely a couple pieces. I've got two whole, I guess like 8.5 by 11, 9 by 12 sheets of perforated paper. So yeah, those are all my WIPs. Yep, I've already told you a little bit about my day today. We went and did some grocery shopping. I did a lot of stitching. I did my countdown style stitching, and I stitched on my turtle. One of the fun things that happened is I caught a live stream by Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch, which was really fun. I always miss live streams. For some reason, I find that YouTube doesn't notify me like instantaneously, even when I do have like the bell selected. But this time it did. And so I just happened to be stitching on my couch and like getting ready to eat dinner. So I popped on her live, and it was sort of exciting because she was doing some live giveaways. Sort of doing this Q&A based on questions that people had submitted on Instagram, and she would answer the questions and then periodically do a giveaway where she asked a question about something that she had answered earlier in the session, and then the first person to type in their answer in the chat got the giveaway. And so I think it was the 3rd giveaway and the last giveaway that she was doing live. It was for a Hello from Liz Matthews chart. And the question was how she met her husband. So I had just heard her say that she met her husband on Tinder. So I typed in Tinder as quickly as I could and typed it into the chat. And it showed up for me that I was first, but I'm sure that there was like some timing weirdnesses and delay. And so they didn't see mine first, but the person who did get first already owned the pattern. So they announced that she had won. She replied, "Oh, I already have that pattern, give it to the second person." And so they went to the next person, and then that second person was like, "Oh, I already have the pattern too." And then I was the 3rd person. So I won a pattern from Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch, which is really cool and exciting. I haven't ever won a giveaway before, so that was really fun. But yeah, that's I think that's gonna be it for today. Thanks for hanging out with me and listening to me prattle on about my crafts. Definitely appreciate you. And I'll see you tomorrow.